Oh, the quality. Look at this. Oh my God. What's going on, team? My name's Kai. This is CaiLife, and oh mama, I'm excited about this one because I am going to be unboxing and reviewing the Chessnut Pro e-chessboard. Arguably the best authentic looking chessboard that money can buy. So I am so excited to get this out. We're gonna get this thing out the box. We're gonna look at what's inside. We're gonna look at how it works, what it can do. I'm gonna show you with it linked up to Lichess and chess.com so you can see those features. And we're also just gonna look at how beautiful this thing is. Now, before we get stuck in, I do wanna give a full disclosure moment, and that's to say that the lovely folks over at Chessnut have sent me this unit to review for the channel. I haven't paid for this, and I wanted to get that out the way, but, and it's an important but, the only reason I even know about Chessnut is because I purchased a Chessnut Air with my own cold hard cash that I still use all of the time. It's one of my favorite bits of tech and one of my favorite sort of marriages between chess and tech. So don't go into this thinking that I'm just reviewing products that I've been sent and I'm not invested in it. I am invested in how good or not this is, and I'm gonna tell you the things that I like about it and the things that I don't like about it, because even though this has been sent to me, it's still important to me to be honest with you guys about the things that I think can be improved and the things I think that Chessnut have nailed. Now, before we go any further, I want to draw your attention to that code that's going to stay in the bottom corner of the screen throughout the video. And that's that if you purchase anything from the Chessnut website and use code CaiLife at checkout, you're going to get a whopping discount. So if you love what you see, if you see this video and you see the Pro and you're like, God damn, I love the box that came in, then you can get your very own Chessnut box with a Chessnut Pro inside it. Lucky you. And you can get it for cheap if you use code CaiLife at checkout. Listen, it helps me out as well, and it just helps me to keep making content, keep reinvesting back into you guys and into the channel, and bringing you even more fabulous chess content. All right, let's do this. I've got my trusty knife, and I'm going for the box opening grip. Not this, that's not a good box opening grip, but this is a good box opening grip. Listen, I've reviewed two Chessnut products. I can't just wave the knife around, that's crazy. I've reviewed two Chessnut products to date, the Chessnut Air and the Chessnut Go. The Air is a slightly larger, more authentic looking, classical looking chessboard, but with those E features. And you've got the Chessnut Go, which is much smaller form factor. It comes with a carry case as well. It's a really cool way to play chess when you're out and about, either with friends or using that online multiplayer feature, playing on chess.com or Lichess. But this is the daddy. Let's reassume control of the knife. What if I cut the chessboard in half? At least that would be a really good review. Oh yeah, come on, yes. Oh mama, look at this box. Look at that mama. Oh my goodness me. Look at this. Oh, the Chessnut Pro, ladies and gentlemen. On the back of the box, it says, in the box, chessboard. Oh, thank goodness. Ooze bay cable and black pieces and white pieces. Love that. Also detailing that there are two queens. We love that. All right, let's open this up. Gloriously, this opens. Look at how this opens. Oh, you can just lift the top off. That's so nice, rather than actually having to slide something out. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna put this, let me put this here. Look at this. I mean, the first thing that I notice compared to the Chessnut Go, certainly the Chessnut Go, but the Chessnut Air pieces, is the size and the quality of the pieces. So the quick guide will tell you, I mean, the clue's in the name really. Just gives you a nice, it's very short, it's very small. Literally, look, it's just 4 sides, including the cover and the back cover. It just tells you what the buttons and the LEDs do and how to connect it to your devices. Now, whether that's your phone, now I've used in the past my phone, an iPad, a PC, my Mac. My cats are already obsessed with the box, so GG Chessnut. We're gonna get into all of that once we've unboxed this stuff. Felt pads. So some replacement pads for the underside of your pieces. Is this silica gel? Yes. Don't eat this stuff. None of us know what this does, just don't eat it. USB cable, it's a USB-A to USB-C cable. All of the Chessnut products use USB-C for charging, which is super convenient. Oh my goodness me, and each piece has its own little house. The quality of these pieces, and there you can see the felt pads at the bottom. So the magic is hidden inside here. So each one of these pieces, all of them, including the pawns, they all have chips in the pieces under here. And that means that the board knows where any of the pieces, all of the pieces are at any one time. And that's what makes it an e-chessboard. This is how it can track your games, it can record your progress. If you want to play a game and then analyze your game, you can do, because it stores the entire game. It's awesome. So that you get chips in the actual pieces then. The quality of these is just incredible. The craftsmanship here is stunning. So let's take these pieces out. Even the pawns are, there's just so much substance to all of these. You know, sometimes I feel like in a chess set, the pawns can feel like, you know, they just feel like the least important part of the board, least important pieces, but even those feel like a significant part of this. Here's the moment of truth. This is actually lovingly protected. No, down you get, Fig. Fig, get down, get down. Fig has a very crazy manic look on his face. Oh my God, this is a serious board. This is actually quite hard to do. Oh my God. Guys, look at this. Look at this. That is stunning. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen of my camera because I want to look at it. I realize it is. Fig, are you coming up to check it out as well? Look at how, isn't that beautiful, Fig? Huh, what do you think? Fig's like, I'm gonna play chess. I'm gonna play chess with that beautiful board. It just looks like a premium, high quality, authentic, traditional chessboard. This is amazing. I would think nothing of this being an e-chessboard. There hasn't been a single one of the 3 Chessnut products I now have that I haven't been blown away by. The Chessnut Air is beautiful because it looks great. It's a lovely size. It's still portable, but it's got that authentic chessboard look. You've got the Chessnut Go, which is a fantastic form factor. It's super light. It comes with a carry case. You can easily take it outside. And this has a completely unique place amongst the Chessnut range. This just looks unbelievably premium. Look how thick the board is as well. Again, I'm just gonna hold this up so that the main camera can see it. Look at the quality. On the back, you've got these little bits of felt, obviously, so you get protection on whatever surface you're on. And the only thing that would give you any sign that this is not just a traditional chessboard is here. If you're familiar with Chessnut chessboards, then this will just look identical to everything you know. So you get the power button, very obvious. It also acts as the Bluetooth on button if the Bluetooth on has gone to sleep. Plus button next to it, this one here, which basically tells the board to start getting ready to record a new over the board game. You can see the little Bluetooth indicator that's next to that. Then you get the speaker, then the Chessnut logo, the USB-C port for charging it, obviously, and then you get LEDs, so telling you whether it's on, the Bluetooth is on, and then the status LED at the end. So that will tell you that everything is in the right place and ready to go. I'm genuinely so blown away by the quality of this. It's stunning. We're gonna set this up, guys. We've got to set this up, haven't we? I think as well, there's something that's just so much more tactile about pieces this large. This is a tournament-sized chessboard. And if you've been playing with the Chessnut Go or the Chessnut Air, it won't prepare you for just how weighty, and I mean, the pieces actually aren't even that heavy, but everything just feels so substantial. As I said at the top as well, you get your 2 extra queens. So if you do get to promote a pawn, then you get an extra queen to use. And they also, of course, have the chips in the base, just like all of the other pieces. So even though you've got the Bluetooth that's built in to connect to your phone, to your tablet, to your laptop, to your computer, you can record games over the board without being connected to anything. So that can store in the internal storage, and then you can export those games using your device afterwards, or you can just plug the USB-C into your computer and get the files off that way. It's a key point. You do not need to have this connected to your phone or to another device to record an over-the-board game. Now, one helpful thing to say is that with all Chessnut products, once you've got all the pieces set up in the right place on the board, you get a really satisfying confirmation beep to let you know that they're in the right place. Now, with the other Chessnut products, this is somewhat a little bit easier because you have markings along the side of the board. So you've got your A through H and your 1 to 8. They're not written on this board. This is how pro this board is. So if you're coming from a Chessnut Go or a Chessnut Air and you're expecting to see that obvious orientation and which way to have it round, then you're not gonna have that. But one rule of thumb that I'm pretty sure of with Chessnut products is that the panel, the power button and the Bluetooth panel, is always on the left-hand side if you're white and the right-hand side if you're black. So anyway, listen, you're gonna know whether you've got them in the right place or not. So obviously all the pieces are set up in the right place now, but they're not right now because I've taken this black pawn off. But if I put it back, there's the beep, and that tells us we're ready to go. So unless you hear that beep, then the game isn't ready to record. It's not gonna record the game. So you could still play an over the board game, but don't expect it to record unless you've got the right orientation. So you've got, like I say, that panel is on the left-hand side if you're playing as white and the right-hand side if you're playing as black. And obviously that you've got all the pieces in the right place. It just won't start recording. And you'll know anyway because this status panel on the LED side will be lit up yellow. And then all you need to do is press that plus button and everything you do from there will record your game. All right, so let me show you how the magic happens in terms of how this connects to the app. So all you need to do, and you can download this on your iPhone, your Android device, you can download it on tablets, laptops, desktops. It's basically the same app, and it's this app, the new Chessnut app, and this is what easily syncs with your board. So you open this, it's a nice, easy to understand UI, and the first thing to do is for me to go to the Bluetooth symbol in the corner and click connect. Now you can see it says connected. It even has here over the board files, and so files that I can import from games that I've already played. Okay, so I'm gonna go back from there. So I'm already connected to the board then, and if I click in the top left-hand corner, you can see there's the option to sign in or sign up. So if you haven't created an account, if you haven't got a Chessnut account, then this is the time to do it. So I log in and boom, there we go. CaiLife, log out, home, board settings. Like I say, this is a nice, easy UI to understand. So go back to here, you've got bot match, so you can play matches against the bot locally. 3 different bots to choose from then. You've got Maya, Stockfish and Lichess Zero, all offer completely different experiences. And if you want to know what those experiences are, then click in the top corner right now, right up here, just right up here, because I made a video explaining the differences between the different chess engines that are used in the Chessnut products. So here you can see bot match, I can choose between Maya, Stockfish and Lichess Zero, and you get all these other options as well. So you can do a board editor, so you can set up the board to start from a certain position. So if you want to practice a certain opening, or you want to practice a certain move, or practice a certain type of checkmate, then you can set up however you like. You can choose to play as randomized or as white and black. And then you have different options in terms of the difficulty. So with Maya, you have different ELO levels in increments of 100. With Stockfish, you have increments of 10, and you can just decide whatever you want that to be. And Lichess Zero, you get an engine search depth option, which basically just means how far in advance do you want the engine to be able to find and think of moves. So basically, the more that you whack that slider to the right, the harder it will be. Then you've got online match, and that's what we're going to come to shortly. That's where the real magic happens in terms of using chess.com or Lichess. Then you've got analysis, so you can basically analyze any games, a game that you play over the board, a game that you play online, a game that you play against the bot, and you can either use the analysis engine within here and it will give you different depths, different engine search depths, or of course you can just do the conventional going on to Lichess or chess.com and analyzing your game there. At the bottom here we have career mode, and this is a really cool way to basically play in a way that helps you to progress locally. So here you can see career mode, you play, and if you win, your rating will go up. The bot will get harder to play against and vice versa. So you do improve elo, it will basically put you into a game and you can see how you fare against the engine locally. Here we've got game record. So this is basically all of the games that I've played across different products, by the way. So the Chessnut Go, the Chessnut Air, and the Chessnut Pro, they'll all be listed in here. And then you can click on any one of these games and it will show you the final configuration of the pieces, but then you can do an analysis, you can copy the PGN as well. It's really awesome. There's so much depth here. Then you've got clock. So if you want to play an over the board game locally, and you want it to be timed, you want it to be some kind of time control, but you don't have a physical clock, all you can do here is you just click, and I can put, say, 10 minutes, so a 10-minute game. I do start, and you just heard the board beep then, and I'm gonna set this up just so you can see how well this works. So there's the timer counting down. I move a piece, and look how instantaneous that movement is on the board. Awesome. And this is the massive benefit of an e-chessboard. Here is a really, really good thing to show you. So I've just moved a white piece. It wasn't white's move, it was black's move. Those red LEDs have lit up to tell me an illegal move has happened and showing me which piece needs to go back to which space. So I move that back there and both of the lights extinguish. It's so cool. Check that out again. So that's an illegal move because it's not white's move. And I should say as well that this is under bright studio lights. That's actually really, really well lit. It's really, really nice. So you're gonna see the power of the LEDs and the LEDs on the board, which by the way, are completely imperceptible. You wouldn't even know that there are LEDs embedded in the board because you cannot see them right now. But I'm gonna show you what this looks like when we play a game online. So we're gonna play one of the bots on chess.com just so you get just that instant feedback. All right, so let me show you where the really cool part of owning one of these happens. So I'm gonna go to online match and it'll give me the option of using chess.com or Lichess on my phone here. So I'm gonna click chess.com and it stays within the app, but it opens up a browser window. I'm already logged in with my chess.com account. Let me just reset these pieces. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna go to play bots. And at the moment on chess.com, there are some dinosaur bots. So let's use those. We'll go to dinosaurs. We're gonna use the T-Rex, which is rated, has an ELO rating of 450. And I'm gonna show you here, hopefully that will go away. Yes, great. Okay, so you can see the board here on my phone. In fact, I might just bring the brightness of this just down a touch. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna play as white, and you're gonna see the instant feedback that happens on here. Hopefully we can get rid of this. Let's do play, and here we go. Straight away. So what happens now is obviously the bot makes its move, and over here on the board you can see that the corresponding LEDs have lit up to tell me the bot wants to play that pawn to there. Again, look at the speed that my move from here registers here. Instantaneous. And once again, red LED here in the corner has lit up saying wants to keep pushing this pawn, which is slightly annoying because that's usually the move I would always play with my pawn. So I take that pawn off the board, and you can see, again, straight away, it's just instant feedback. Again, you can see the movement here, and the LEDs have lit up here to attack my pawn, to attack my bishop, which I'm gonna take. And you can just see it's instantaneous. It's so cool. And I have to say, this already is probably the most fun I've had with a Chessnut product. Hands down. Hands down. This board just feels amazing. I mean, like, I now legitimately feel like I'm playing chess. And I mean, I know that's such a crazy thing to say, because obviously I feel like I'm playing chess when I'm using the other boards as well. But I mean, these pieces just feel so premium. Everything just feels so nice. Let's see this out then. I'm now not even looking at my phone. I'm just watching the board. And this is where some of you will say, well, why? What's the point of this? I can just be playing this just on my phone. Well, the point is I get the experience of playing over the board, and I cannot tell you how much my over the board play has improved in the last few months since using Chessnut products, because I will play over the board, but I will get better by playing bots and doing puzzles and playing people online, because I just have a different sight. It's a completely different experience. Okay, all right, let's keep moving on. So like I say, I'm not even now looking at my screen. I'm just looking at where the LEDs are lit up. And obviously because this board on the Chessnut Pro is so big, the lights are bigger as well. But like I say, it's just also, it's also subtle. So pawn move there. I'm just gonna attack. Oh, let's not do that. I'm just going to attack the knight. Pawn push. Gonna go and take that. Thank you very much. Out comes the bishop. That's not posing any threat whatsoever, and this is going to be very nice. That's check. The board beeps to confirm that there's a check. Blocks with the queen, which I will very gladly take. T-Rex is in check again. T-Rex is now in absolute dire straits. Let's bring out the queen. Developing the knight. I think it's too little too late here, really. And now let's start to put some pressure up here. We will go and let's push here. I thought that might happen. And you can just see there's absolutely no time wasted here. Just no time wasted, because this is just all instantaneous. It just, everything happens just so fast. It's just great. It really is. Okay, let's go for, I wonder if we just, what's the right move here? If I just take, then king takes. Don't think that's the most sensible move, but maybe we do, maybe we threaten the bishop. Well, now in absolute dire straits for the T-Rex. King moves away, which is great. This is also going to give us a chance to show you the promotion as well. So this is how that happens. So I'm going to put the pawn there. You can see the red lights, actually, you can see that. There we go. The red LEDs stay lit up. So I now get my second queen, and all I do is replace it. And you can see here, It immediately registers that as a second queen. A completely useless check there from black. A completely empty threat there as well. We will go for just taking that, thank you very much. Pawn pushes. Let's get this involved, shall we? Why not? Absolutely nothing that black can do now. Looking to move the king. Let's go for... Desurgins. So many things to do. Let's do that. Pawn moves. Live support now. Absolute live support. Check. I've probably missed an extremely easy checkmate at this point. But there it is. You beat T-Rex. But you can see how seamless that experience is. So seamless. And genuinely, I mean, I can't prove this, but I wasn't watching this at any point. The only point that I was watching was at the beginning, just to show you that there was, or rather just to double check that there was that synergy and that pace with the changes. And when I promoted the queen, to show you that it immediately registers on here. But the experience is amazing. So now we're going to go to online match, and I'm going to open up Lichess. Once again, it'll ask you to log in. I'm already logged in, as you can see here in the top right hand corner. But once again, I just want to show you just how easy this is to play. Play with the computer. I'm going to choose, I'm going to again do white. Exactly as you saw, that seamless integration with chess.com we now have with Lichess. So once again, I'm not going to look at, I don't need to look at my phone because I've got the LEDs here that are lighting up. And again, I just want to make the same point. This is under two very strong studio lights. This is extremely bright. I tell you what, what's so cool about this is this board is so big that I can stand up and play like this. Usually you'd be sat down and hunched over a board, but this board is genuinely such a big size that I can stand up and get almost a bird's eye view. It's so cool. It really is. It's so awesome. And again, you can see just how quickly. I mean, this is, you know, as instant as it would be playing on my phone, which is, I mean, it's just unbelievably cool. Okay, let's threaten that bishop. Oh, it doesn't want anything to do with that. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to take the opportunity to castle. And you can see the castling just happens immediately. Like I say, I'm still not making any effort to look at my phone. I don't need to. Let's just threaten a check. You hear the beep. I imagine we'll get a block with the pawn, but we don't. We get a block with the knight, and that's fine. Let's maybe bring out the knight to play here, in fact. Let's maybe not threaten there. That won't be too sensible. No, let's do that, in fact. Because if the knight goes here, we'll just take... Well, that was a little bit of a silly one. Okay, that threatens, so we're going to take. And you can see, I can just play immediately. Okay, well that's a crazy move. That's how we know that we're not on a particularly high elo rated bot, rather than just taking with the queen, but that's fine. Now we can get rid of that threat. and the computer doesn't do the same. So we're also just going to get rid of that threat. This engine is giving me every possible chance now. Every possible chance. So we'll just get the bishop out of there. Well, we know we're home and dry now. King goes back. We're going to develop. Let's say, in fact, bring the rook out. I've left my bishop hanging. It's going to be interesting to see whether there's any recompense for that, and the answer is no. Let's do that and give the rook a nice sight line. Surely now my bishop is going to fall. Oh, surely. But no. That's a completely empty move. Okay, does recognize the need to move the rook to safety. So I wonder now if we just set up the queen battery, quite possibly. Oh, we've got so many options here. So many options. Let's play... Yeah, I don't mind that queen and bishop battery. That's not really going to do much good. Well, big trouble now. Big trouble now. Because now we're just going to take. And again, you can just see the immediate response. And it's really cool to see. I can see on the screen of the camera as well. Just again, and you can see that's where one of the hotspots is from the lights. But you can still see how powerful those LEDs are. I have no idea why this bot is being quite so nonchalant right now. The queen with a very noble sacrifice that was completely unnecessary. That pawn moves forward. And that is checkmate. GG's. But again, I mean, this is a new experience for me. I'm standing up right now. I'm not sat down, I'm standing up. And because this is such a full experience, such a full board, it's just so cool. I can stand up, I can move pieces around. If I'm playing with the Chessnut Go or even the Chessnut Air, you know, they're made to sort of sit down and move the pieces, you know, with you sort of sat over them, and it's all quite a small form factor. This is a completely different experience. I mean, it really is. So let's run through the features of this beauty. The Chessnut Pro is a full tournament size board. It's wooden, it's got a beautiful high-end finish. This thing is like the most premium of the premium, I'm telling you. It feels and looks amazing. The pieces are weighted and they've just got that lovely tactile physical feel. The LEDs that light up are super subtle. You cannot see them when they are not lit up. There is no clear space for them, but they're super bright. They're really clean looking. And like I said, they're not overbearing. You don't see them when you're not using the board. It uses USB-C. Obviously, it has a built-in battery, so you don't need to have it plugged in all the time. It can charge up and it holds its charge for a really long time. The inbuilt storage for the over-the-board recorded games is really generous, so you don't need to keep exporting your files. You can build up quite a backlog, and it's got that magnetic piece detection. So what's my verdict then of the Chessnut Pro e-chess board? Now, I said to you at the start, yes. Now, the lovely folks at Chessnut have sent this unit to me, but like I said to you at the start, I'm going to give you what I think my honest pros and cons are, because I want you to make a good informed decision on whether to purchase this or not. So the pros, listen, it's full size and it is professional feeling. Now, I know that might be obvious because it's called the Chessnut Pro, but listen, I love the Chessnut Air. I think it's a super elegant, really professional chessboard, and it's a lovely bit of tech. This is a completely different level. This is like the end game of professional full-sized looking chessboards. The pieces are stunning. The move recognition is instant. This is a proper statement piece. It really is a fantastic, fantastic looking bit of kit. As you saw, the app integration is seamless, absolutely no problems. The UI is clean, the functionality is awesome, the versatility is great. If you want to play against a bot, there are so many different options and so many things to tweak, but it's not overwhelming, it's not overbearing. It's just a really, really easy experience, whether you're using the app locally or you're using the chess.com or Lichess features. The LED feedback is clear, it's non-intrusive, and it's genuinely second to none. Now, I was impressed with the brightness and the clarity on the Chessnut Go and the Chessnut Air. This is just a completely different level. You saw in the filming that I did of me playing against the bots, and that's under sunlight. This is some bright sunlight coming in as well to the studio today, and also 2 strong studio lights on 100% power, and it still broke through that. You're not going to have that same level of lighting and this same intensity of lighting at home. Well, I hope not anyway, but you'll still get those super bright LEDs coming through. But like I say, you cannot see them when they're not lit up. It's just beautiful. Listen, the way that Chessnut make their products as well is that it's got a strong open platform. You can use this with loads of third-party apps as well via your laptop or your desktop. So honestly, if you're using this as a tool to improve your chess game, then the possibilities really are endless in terms of how you use it. Okay, what do I think sits in the list then that would be relevant to those who are going to think twice before purchasing a Chessnut Pro? And you're going to probably think twice but then buy it anyway. It's pricey. Obviously, it sits at the pricey end of things. This is a premium product and it's at a premium price point. But you know, cost and price, I say this with everything, it's all relative. What's expensive for someone might not be expensive for someone else. But in terms of the Chessnut products, obviously you've got the Chessnut Go, you've got the Chessnut Air and the Air Plus, and then you've got the Chessnut Pro. It sits at obviously the more pricey end of the spectrum, but listen, for completely justified reason. This is a stunning product, and I would be more than happy having this to sit alongside my Air and my Go. They are genuinely 3 products that all serve a different purpose. It doesn't have built-in AI or a screen. So if you're looking to play against AI, yes, you do need to link it to your phone, to your laptop, to your desktop, to your tablet. And if you're looking to have a screen built in, it doesn't have that. Now, because of that, it just keeps a really clean and tidy aesthetic. And I prefer this. I'm gonna be honest with you, I prefer this. It means that this can be out as a statement piece. It can sit aesthetically in your home and look super elegant. I think personally for me, sometimes you get chessboards with a screen, it looks like a modern bit of tech. It doesn't look like a classic chessboard. That pure wooden approach just makes it look so classy in the home. And if you're thinking about taking this out and about with you, if you're thinking about taking this out and traveling with it, this isn't for you. That's not where this product sits. So yes, you can stick it in a case. No, I wouldn't. If you were looking to get a Chessnut product and you're thinking, yeah, I want to take it out and about, that's what the Go's for, that's what the Air's for. That's both those products are much easier to carry around. The pieces are smaller, the board's lighter. This isn't for travel. But listen, if you're serious about chess and want a board that blends digital and real world play better than anything else I've tested, this is incredibly hard to beat. Maybe impossible to beat. I genuinely think this is perfect for chess professionals, enthusiasts, chess streamers, coaches, competitive players, or just high-end gift buyers. I mean, it's just a beautiful piece. Even if you don't play chess, but you like the idea of having something classy in your home, you can't get better than this. And once again, use that code in the corner of the screen, use code CaiLife at checkout at chessnuttech.com, and you're going to get a significant saving on your very own board. So even though I've put the price point on the screen in my closing thoughts, you're going to get a significant chunk of money off of that if you use code CaiLife, so do it. Right, thank you so much for joining me, and once again, thank you so much to the lovely, wonderful team at Chessnut Tech for letting me get my hands on this amazing bit of chess tech. Let me know what you're picking up. Let me know if you've picked up one of these. Let me know if you've already got a Go, an Air. Let me know if you're going to pick up the Chessnut Move, because that That is a whole new level of chess gadgetry. But until next time, thank you so much for joining me. And until the next video, CaiLifers, take care, much love, and peace out.